Welcome to today's Peer Psychology channel, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to set fire to the game because I'm going to show you 5 simple gestures that you have no idea cause desiring women. Are you ready? We are going to help you become a more confident, secure man and conquer a valuable woman. But before continuing, please, I invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any video with valuable information like this. Did you know that seduction is not limited to what people say? So, there's verbal communication, which is what you say, what she says to you, and there's non-verbal communication, which are the gestures. Research shows that body language, which is this non-verbal language, is responsible for 50% at 75%. There are several studies with different percentages, but definitely more than 55% of the impact you have on someone. And this should not be neglected because there is evidence that the body communicates all the time. You are communicating all the time, even if you're not saying anything. And today, I'm going to teach you how to use this nonverbal communication to your advantage. I'm going to give you knowledge so you understand how nonverbal communication works in seduction and simple gestures that seduce a woman. You don't even need to say anything. So, from now on, pay attention.
The first simple gesture capable of seducing a woman is when you're in front of that woman, on a date, for example. You're talking and you look into her eyes. Then you look into her other eye. Then you look at her mouth. This triangular gaze, from one eye to the other and then to the mouth, conveys a language of desire, meaning that you desire that woman. When we are emotionally connected to someone, it's natural for our eyes to stay from here to the center of the forehead. When we are more emotionally connected to someone, there's an easiness, there's seduction happening, it's natural for our eyes to move down to this area. So, try making the triangular gaze with the woman you're going out with. It creates a very pleasurable sexual tension. You can also use it at a party with a woman you just met at a bar. You're having a conversation, it's relaxed, and you look into one eye, then the other, and then at her mouth. It's not offensive at all, you won't be looking at other body parts. It's very safe and calm. The second simple gesture is as simple as the first one, but the difference is that you need to have a higher calibration and do it at the right moment. Because if you do it at the wrong moment, it can go very wrong. This gesture basically involves looking at the woman's face while she's talking. It needs to be a moment where she's speaking, telling you things, and you maintain eye contact with her, showing that you're listening to everything. And suddenly, you shift your gaze to her body in a way that she notices. You descend from her eyes to her mouth, moving down to her chest, and then her belly. Do it for a second, and then return your gaze, obviously creating sexual tension. This woman will realize that you looked at her body, and one of the things that activates a woman's desire is feeling desired by a man. Now, the key point is knowing when to do it. The best moment is with a woman you have already been with, a woman you have already kissed. There's already that sexual tension, that connection. So, you will enhance that desire because you can't be with a woman, start kissing her and act as if you're innocent and have no desire for her. You will treat her with respect, but show a lot of desire. And this is a very powerful way to show that desire and increase hers. And even when you return your gaze, remember, it's just for a second, going down, and when you return, keep looking into her eyes and even give a little smile, so she asks what's going on. You can respond, "Wow, just looking at you is making me lose concentration today." So, you see how I use it, it's nice to talk and listen to. The third gesture capable of causing a lot of desire in a woman is circular movements in her palms. Let's say you're getting to know a woman, and she has given you permission to hold her hand. You made an escalation for that. A very seductive way to create desire is, for example, if you're sitting at a table, and she has her hand like this, You place your hand on top of hers and make these circular movements in the palm of her hand. That will drive her crazy. And of course, if you're already getting involved with this woman, let's say you're sitting side by side, you can also do this gesture. Another gesture that causes a lot of desire in women is when the man comes from behind, right to her neck, moves her hair, and kisses her neck, holding her body from behind. You can move her hair away with one hand to kiss her, and with the other hand, hold her by the waist from behind, bringing her close to your body. It's extremely seductive for a woman, and most men don't make this move, even with someone they're involved with. It ends up becoming something repetitive and dull. So, if you're getting involved with a woman, try doing this kind of kiss. I'm sure she'll want more and more. The last simple gesture that creates desire in a woman is very subtle, and you can even use it when you're getting to know a woman, without necessarily having been with her. It's the gesture of approaching and then distancing yourself. How is that? Let's say you just approached a woman, and you're there talking, having an initial conversation. She's responding, laughing. You can use a very cool tactic, saying that you're no longer sure, but she smells nice, that you can feel it from here, and ask if you can get closer to see if it's really good. But it's not what you're imagining. It's not that you immediately get close and kiss. We're working on the approach and distancing dynamics. So, you get a little closer to her face or hair, and then you distance yourself. Keep the conversation going or have a nice conversation for a few minutes, and then say you need to get a drink. You create this dynamic of approaching and distancing, which generates appetite along with scarcity. That communicates that you're interested, having fun, but you're not desperate. It's another weapon to activate a woman's desire.
Now, tell me, which of these subtle gestures were you already using? Did this video provide value for you? Leave your like down below and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.